friend Micah. This is going to be your video lesson for March, 21st today. And I wanted to make you a video because next week you don't have a lesson, my friend. So but after today, I don't see you for 2 whole weeks. April 4th is the next time I see you, which is craziness. It seems so far away. It's only March 21st. So I have all your books here with me, and we're just going to run through everything on your lesson plan. If you see me look off to the side here, that's just where my computer is. So we'll start with your minor scales, your A minor scales. Let me move my camera a bit closer here. All right, so first off, we're going to do right hand. There we go. We're going to do right hand A minor scales first. So you're starting with finger 1 on an A. And remember, this is a minor scale, so it doesn't sound super happy like our C major scale we did before. This one's going to sound kind of gloomy, kind of glum, kind of cloudy sounding. So right hand first, finger 1 on an A, and then flip your hand up so the rest of your hand is ready to go. And then just listen once. The finger numbers are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go through it. Okay, so let's go together. Finger 1, here we go. Start with finger 1 and 1, 2, 3. Tuck your thumb under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 goes over, and 2, 1 at the bottom. Let's do that one more time for good luck. Here we go. 2, 3, tuck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross 3 over, and 2, 1 at the bottom. Okay, let's do left hand now. So you're going to start with the opposite. You start with finger 1 in your right hand. You're going to start with finger 5 in your left hand, your pinky. So find a lower A with your left hand pinky. And we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So let's do that together. Here we go. Finger 5. Finger 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 goes over, and 2, 1. Now go down. 2, 3, tuck 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's do that one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, tuck 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So very glum, very gloomy sounding, that one. Okay, next up on your lesson plan, we have Swan Lake. That's in your lesson book, this lovely, beautiful one right here. And we're on page 38 and 39. You know what? It says Swan Lake we're keeping as a practice, and then we're moving on to our next song in the book, which was, oh, I skipped a page. Oh yes, Dolphin Dreams. How could I forget about Dolphin Dreams? We had that whole conversation about dolphins. Okay, so Swan Lake, I'm just going to play once here for you. Play along. This is just your warm-up practice song. So right hand 3, starting on E above middle C. Left hand finger 2, starting on A below middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4. My friend, did you hear me counting 1, 2, 3, 4 the whole time? So you don't have to do that out loud, but if you're not doing it out loud, make sure you're doing it in your head. You always have to be counting, even if it's not out loud. So you were already playing it about that speed. Let's do one more and we'll go a bit faster this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fun. It's a super pretty song. Maybe you've heard it before. I think you said last week you recognized it. Okay, so next up we're looking at Dolphin Dreams on page 40 and 41, and we're going over the idea of skips. So steps are notes going up by 1, kind of of like you would do in your scales, even a minor one or steps. So it just means notes that are one apart from each other. Those are always called steps. Notes that skip a note in the middle are called skips, and we have that in our song here. So we're starting with finger 5 in our left hand, F below middle C. And the next two notes you want are A and C. So can you see how it's actually kind of good to see it on the camera here, because you can see really clearly how there's one note in between each of these. So those are a skip apart. And if I start lower, this maybe doesn't sound the prettiest, but you can see how they're all one note apart. So these are all different examples of skips. So finger 5 on F, finger 1 on D, ready in the right hand. And this is the one where you hold down the damper pedal the whole time. So that's the pedal that makes your notes keep going and going and going. So let's try this one together. I'll count 1, 2, 3, and then we'll start it together. We'll go kind of slow the first time. 1, 2, 3. F, A, C, D, 2, 3. Now soft. F, A, C, D, 2. Now page 2. F, C, 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 F, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, F, A, C, D, 2, 3, F, A, C, D, 2, 3, F, C, F, 2, 3, jump to the next F, F, 2, 3, and the next F, 2, 3. It's a very haunting, very pretty, kind of dreamy sound. So I think that's what they were going for, something dreamy sounding. So let's play it one more time. I'll go a little bit quicker. If you're not up to the speed the first time you try it, that's okay. You have 2 whole weeks, so try and get up to the speed by next week. So here's our new speed. Just listen. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now soft. 1, 2, 3. Now medium soft. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now loud. 1, 2, 3. 1. Now soft. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now medium. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And soft at the end. Very, very soft at the end there. Okay, let's move on to our next page here, and this will be our new song for this week. And wouldn't you know that, we're looking at skips on this page. So it says, you have learned a skip that is from a line to a line, just like on that page we had F, A, C. Now we're learning notes that are a skip, or spaces that are, skips that are spaces away from each other. So here we go, skip up and skip down. We have 2 examples here. And yeah, so it's just going from one space up to the next space, or from one space down to the next one. Those are both examples of skips. So here we start with our left hand, finger 5 on low C. So not middle C, but the C below that. I can't sing that note, but the C below that. And we're going C, E, G, and then right hand comes in with finger 1 on middle C, and you do the same thing again. So left hand goes C, E, G, rest. Now both hands go C, E, G, rest. Now right hand goes F, E, D, C, D, G, C. Now let's practice that with the correct counting. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And we have a repeat for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, I forgot the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is your new song over the week, Allegro Skips. And it says the definition. It tells you what the word allegro means somewhere on your page. You have to find it and tell me what allegro means next week, please. And I will remember to ask you, so remember to tell me. Okay, and next up is Spring by Vivaldi. We've been working on a little bit. So it says try to put one line hands together over this week. So let me just pull it up on my computer. All right, so we'll go through one line with each hand and then we'll put hands together. So we'll start with left hand because it has a little bit of an easier job on line 1. We're starting with our pinky on the C below middle C, and our thumb plays the G below middle C. So let's start with left hand. Then we have one B in the left hand too, so we need to be ready for that. So left hand we start on low C. Let's go together. 1, 2, here we go, and left hand, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, note, note, rest. Here comes G, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the B, 1, B, G. Okay, there you go. So that's left hand. And the cool thing about a video lesson, Micah, I don't know if it's going to be on this side or this side because I don't know what happens when you upload it, but there's going to be on one of those sides a little button with like a wheel looking thing. If you click on the wheel, it says settings. And then if you click on playback settings, and then if you click on custom, it'll take you to a little slidey bar and you can slow down or speed up the video. So if you need me to go a little bit slower so you can play with me, you can slide it that way. If you want to go a little faster and you want to challenge yourself, you can slide it that way too. So it's a really good tool for you to have. Now let's look at the right hand. So for this one, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then our first note happens on 4. So we'll go a little slower. Right hand has a little bit more job to do here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all of line 1. So now, this is where the being able to slow down or speed up comes in handy, my friend, because now I'm going to play line 1 with both hands for you, but I don't know what speed you're playing it at yet. So if I play it and you're like, wow, that's a little bit too quick, you can slow me down, or if it's too slow, you can speed it up. So here's line 1 with both hands. Try and play along. If it's too fast or too slow, change the speed. So you're starting with right hand is starting on 4, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then both hands happen on 1. Okay, so we'll go a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, right hand, 4, both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do line 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now this is, again, the cool part about having a video lesson is I can show you stuff and you can keep this video for as long as you need it. So I'm going to play the whole darn thing so you can hear it, and that way you can go back, you can use this video for as long as you're learning this song. Once you have the whole thing, you can practice along with me. So this is something to look forward to. This is what you'll be able to do one day. And again, remember, you can always slow it down or speed it up if you need to. And I think you'll be slowing it down to start, but once you know it well, you can speed up. So here's the whole darn thing. The only thing that I'm not doing, well, we'll talk about that later. I'm just not playing a repeat, but we'll talk about that after. Okay, here's the whole thing. Have a listen. Now we're on line 2. Line 3. you even say it, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that's too hard. It's not, my friend, because you already know a good chunk of this song. And keep in mind, I've been playing piano for way longer than you've even been alive, so I probably know a few more tricks than you do. That's why I can play it super quick, because I've been playing for a long time. You will be able to do this. We just have to learn it in small little chunks. So don't panic, because I know you're probably thinking that's too hard. It's totally not. It's too hard right now, because you haven't learned everything yet, but we'll go slowly through it, and I will help you every step of the way. So don't think it's too hard. Just think, wow, that's really cool. I'm going to be able to play that pretty soon, because you are. Okay, and the only thing left in your lesson plan, I think, is your theory book. Let's check. Yes, it is. So we are on page 37, I think. Yes, 37 and 39 in this book now, this other lovely, what are we calling this, purple or pink? Your purpley pinky book. Okay, so on Swirl and Twirl on page 37, it says, did you spy the musical form? So remember, we're talking about musical form, and that can be, it's just different sections of the song or different chunks of the song. So musical form ABA is when you start off with one idea. Let's give you an example. Here's one idea. And then you have a new idea. And then you go back to your first idea. Of musical form. Extra bonus points for you if you can tell me the name of that song or who wrote it. It's okay if you can't, but if you can, bonus points. So on Swirl and Twirl, we're just practicing that idea. So it says, draw 2 squares with an A and 1 circle with a B to show where each section begins. So let's listen to the song. 1, 2. So hopefully you noticed that the first 4 measures, that's our A section. We have this one idea. And then at the next measure, we have a new idea. So this is B. And then we're back to A here. All right, so that's all we had to do on this page. And on the next page, okay, so page 38 and 39. Here's what you can do at home this week. Actually, you might have already done that. Okay, so yes, 38 and 39 is what you can do at home this week. Page 38 is just a fun page where you kind of interview yourself, so you might need mom or dad's help to read the questions here. And on page 39, it's a word search. So you're finding composers' names. There's Tchaikovsky, Mozart, Haydn, Beethoven, and Brahms. And this leads really nicely into the last thing I'm doing for your video lesson today. I'm going to ask you some questions about Tchaikovsky, Mozart, Haydn, Beethoven, and Brahms in your lesson plan. So check that for where to answer those. And they're going to be fun little questions too. So that's it for your video lesson. I'm sorry you're not feeling well again, but I hope by the time you watch this and over the next 2 weeks, you feel much better. You feel in tip-top shape. Have a great 2 weeks. Have a great spring break. Enjoy practicing piano, and I'll see you next time, Micah. Take care. Bye.